What's up guys? Today we're gonna make a list of the best Xiaomi phones you can get in 2022. With the new Xiaomi 12 series now officially released, the variety and choice are better than ever. The best Xiaomi phones include a variety of different devices for different budgets and needs. There should be a Xiaomi phone for everyone here thanks to so many price points being covered. We've fully reviewed them all so you can be confident the ones on this list are truly the best. Let's get started. The Xiaomi 12 Lite is the best mid-range Xiaomi phone you can buy this year. The lightweight construction is a comfortable change from the heavier alternatives found at this price point, plus the square-edge design is both modern and makes it easier to hold in the hand. Xiaomi 12 Lite has a 4300 mAh battery, which is good enough for mid-range. It features the Snapdragon 778G 5G. The Snapdragon 778G's performance is perfectly suitable for the price range and outperforms all alternatives with Snapdragon 600 series chipsets and most of MediaTek's mid-range offerings as well. Mid-range devices often live or die by their cameras. In that case, the Xiaomi 12 Lite is in a very healthy state and should probably make it comfortably to old age. The triple camera combination of 108-megapixel main, 8-megapixel ultra-wide and 2-megapixel macro turn in some truly impressive results. Another notable update is the selfie camera. It has a higher, 32-megapixel resolution, but more importantly, it offers autofocus. This year's Xiaomi 12 Lite boasts an improved OLED panel with 12-bit, 68 billion colors, color depth. The 6.55-inch, 1080x2400px display is also faster than before, supporting up to 120Hz adaptive refresh rate and 240Hz touch sampling rate for lower response time during gaming. The Xiaomi 12 Lite seems like a solid light version of the more expensive Xiaomi 12 series. Speedy 67W fast charging, flagship-grade display, big 108MP main sensor and boxy, catchy design make a compelling case. And camera performance is pretty solid, too. Xiaomi Poco F4 GT is the best Xiaomi gaming phone for its price. It is affordable gaming smartphone with two pop-up triggers, a powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 SoC, and a 120Hz AMOLED panel. Furthermore, Xiaomi has installed two tweeters and two woofers and, according to the manufacturer, the world-first ultra-wideband vibration motor that produces more powerful vibrations with a frequency of 50 Hz to 500 Hz. The Poco F4 GT features a 6.67-inch AMOLED display with a resolution of 2400 by 1080 pixels with a refresh rate of 120 Hz and a sampling rate of up to 480 Hz, combined with the Adreno 730 promises a great gaming experience. Although the priorities of a gaming smartphone certainly do not lie with the cameras, the Chinese manufacturer uses the excellent Sony IMX686 camera sensor for the 64-megapixel main camera. Xiaomi boasts the Poco F4 GT's Liquid Cool Technology 3.0, which includes two stainless steel vapor chambers combined with a 3D graphite layer to ensure an efficient heat transfer from the inside to the outside. Poco has succeeded in its goal of making a gaming phone that can masquerade as a normal smartphone when you aren't gaming, something that's rare in the phone market but quite possibly a sweet spot many users may have been waiting for. The design hints at a gamer aesthetic but is subtle enough that no one will really notice, but adds fun and useful touches like trigger buttons and cooling tech. If you're looking for the best big phone from Xiaomi, the Xiaomi 12 Pro is that phone. The Pro model stands at the top of the series with the biggest display, the best specs, and the most capable camera arrangement. The phone is available in three colors: graphite, blue, and purple. Whichever color you go for, the Xiaomi 12 Pro is a curved glass and metal phone. The display is Gorilla Glass Victus, while the frame is a matte, blasted metal that's loosely color-matched with the back panel of the phone. The fact that Xiaomi doesn't have an IP rating for the 12 Pro, meaning it isn't certified for dust and water resistance, is curious. Ports and buttons are in predictable locations, and speaker grills bookend the screen at the top and bottom, power and volume buttons are on the right, and a dual SIM slot is at the base. Starting with specs, the Xiaomi 12 Pro's primary 50-megapixel camera is powered by Sony sensor. The phone's triple 50-megapixel camera mix still works great, with smart software helping it capture reliably good results. Video capture on the Xiaomi 12 Pro is excellent in bright environments, with image stabilization working well even in 8K resolution, or 4K at 60 frames per second. The LTPO AMOLED screen is a smidgen smaller than the screens on the non-Ultra Mi 11 series, but it otherwise carries over most of the same specs and performance. It measures 6.73 inches across the diagonal and ships with the display's 120Hz refresh rate on. The Xiaomi 12 Pro's battery does well in daily use, but it could certainly be better. With top-tier power, the Xiaomi 12 Pro is a capable gaming phone, and also tears through day-to-day tasks without getting too hot. Powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset, it's unsurprising that performance across almost all apps we used was so impressive. That's a notable achievement, but we do, however, have to call into question Xiaomi's claims about the 12 Pro's new cooling system. Matched with quad speakers sporting Harman Kardon tuning and support for Dolby Atmos, the phone also sounds expansive and loud. The Xiaomi Poco X4 Pro is a surprising phone mainly because it has really impressive specs for a handset at its price. The Poco X4 Pro packs a 6.67-inch 120Hz Super AMOLED screen and employs the Snapdragon 695 5G chipset. The camera is your usual tri-eye setup with a high-res 108-megapixel primary, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 2-megapixel macro shooter. There is no depth sensor as opposed to other Redmi Note 11 models and the previous Poco X3 phones. The panel has small perforations centered around the top. This is where you'd find the 16-megapixel selfie camera. The Poco X4 Pro offers stereo speakers and all sorts of fan-favorite features such as FM radio, a 3.5mm jack, a microSD expansion, and even an IR port. You can also charge its large 5000 mAh battery incredibly fast with the bundled 67-watt charger. The charging process takes around 40 minutes via Xiaomi's proprietary turbo charging technology. The Poco X4 Pro is IP53 rated for dust and splash protection, which is appreciated, and we could see rubber insulation across important parts. The Poco X4 Pro is a good smartphone. It has adequate spec sheet and attractive pricing for 2022, all things considered. The high performance of the predecessor was sacrificed in favor of 5G connectivity, which nonetheless suits the Xiaomi smartphone well. The installed Snapdragon 695 offers very competitive performance rates for the price range of less than $300 and sufficient graphics power for gaming. We're calling the Xiaomi 12 our favorite phone from the company right now for a multitude of reasons. Xiaomi 12, which adopts most of the 12 Pro's features except for the telephoto cam and the ultra-fast charging. Of course, the Pro has a bigger display too. So for anyone looking for a premium and compact Android solution in 2022, the Xiaomi 12 might be it. In terms of specs and performance, the Xiaomi 12 largely delivers the kind of experience you expect from a flagship. The AMOLED display has a full HD+ resolution and support for things like low blue light certification, HDR10+, and even Dolby Vision. The refresh rate is 120 Hz, it has a 480 Hz touch sampling rate, and according to Xiaomi, it can hit a peak brightness of 1100 nits. The display also houses the fingerprint scanner, and it's one of the best. The Xiaomi 12 comes with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, which is Qualcomm's latest flagship chipset. This is something the phone has in common with the 12 Pro, while the cheaper 12X has a Snapdragon 870. Xiaomi's biggest omission with the 12 is arguably the telephoto camera. One would expect proper magnification from a flagship phone. On the bright side of things, the handset packs good camera hardware. The main one is Sony's IMX766 with 50-megapixel resolution. The auxiliary ultra-wide camera is manufactured by OmniVision. It offers 13-megapixel resolution. The macro shooter is Samsung's 5-megapixel paired with 2x telephoto lens, and it supports autofocus. A much better solution than most 2-megapixel macro cameras. Considering its compact size, the Xiaomi 12 has a reasonably sized battery at 4500 mAh. What's interesting here is that despite the 12 Pro being significantly bigger, it only has an additional 100 mAh. So you're not really missing out much on capacity. You also get a decent collection of high-end specs such as the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip, AMOLED screen with 120 Hz refresh rate, and speedy 67-watt charging. It's also got a solid main camera along with a good ultra-wide, but few buyers will be excited by a telemacro lens.